Nikhil sir,
Yes, sir.
can you hear me properly?
Yes, you're audible, sir.
Okay.
Nilesh, can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. I only one self participant. Okay. So I think it says that video sharing is only allowed for one person.
I will allow, sir. Just give me a second.
Sure. There we go.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Yes.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. You can start, sir. Nilesh, sir.
Yes. Okay. Good morning, one and all. My name is Dr. Nilesh Chandra. I'm working as an assistant professor, senior grade at School of Computer Science and Engineering, VITAP. It gives me immense pleasure to extend to you a very warm welcome on behalf of fellow School of Technology AP, who has clubbed all of us for the event GPU Computing Codeathon 2022. This Codeathon is organized by Graphics Processing Unit Users Club at VITAP and School of Computer Science and Engineering in association with NVIDIA's Deep Learning Institute program. I welcome today's honorable chief guest, Mr. Jigar Irani sir, who is Director, Solution Architect and Engineering at NVIDIA. I also welcome our Dean ma'am, Dean of School of Computer Science and Engineering at AP, Dr. S.V. Sudha ma'am. And at last, my colleagues and coordinators for this event, Dr. Nikhil Mala, Dr. Snehal Shinde, Dr. Nitesh Munde, and Dr. Krishna Shiva Prasad sir. So I welcome all of you. Now, being a faculty coordinator for this graphics processing unit users club at VITAP, I would like to brief about our club. This club has started in July 2021, and the name is Graphics Processing Unit Users Group, and abbreviated as GPUG Club. This club aims to make maximum students familiar with the exploration of GPUs that play gigantic role in various domains such as parallel computing, machine learning, deep learning, gaming, AR, VR, etc. that the world runs on. Since inception, we have conducted seminars, workshops, different competitions related to GPU computing and specifically about NVIDIA's GPU computing. We have collaborated with different experts from the industry and academia. We have conducted trainings also and certifications in different domains such as deep learning, machine learning, some invited talks on gaming, augmented and virtual reality. About this Codeathon now, this is not a typical Codeathon where we'll get some problem statements and you have to solve within some stipulated time. So whole idea of this Codeathon is we will first of all train the participants on CUDA programming. Maybe those are from C or C++ background or maybe Python background. First of all, we'll train them this CUDA programming. Followed by that, we'll give some problem statements to work on. We'll give some time, and within that deadline, you are supposed to work on the this problem statement. You have to find solution to this problem statement, and based on your submission, we will shortlist few teams, and that will go for the final round, that is interview round, where we'll test whether the teams are having adequate knowledge about this GPU computing and whether they are performed by themselves or all these assignments or not, right? And finally, the winners will get cash prizes, also some access to the some NVIDIA's Deep Learning Institute programs or courses for free of cost, and plus top performing teams may get chance to get internship at NVIDIA or NVIDIA partners. So we have received over 90 plus registration from different states like Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, etc. But out of which we have shortlisted only 35 teams because it's the first time we are organizing this event at this scale. So maybe in future we can go beyond this 90 plus teams also. But as of now, we have 35 plus teams. They are participating and will be having total 110 participants for this event. So this is all about the short brief about this Codeathon. Now I would like to request our convener of this event and Dean Scope, Dr. S.V. Sudha ma'am, to address the audience. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. So, very good morning to one and all present here. I welcome you all to the inaugural function of 10 days Mega GPU Computing Codeathon, organized by Graphics Processing User Groups Club and School of Computer Science and Engineering in association with NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute. So now I take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Jigar Halani, Director, Solution Architect and Engineering, NVIDIA, and the coordinator, Dr. Nilesh Chandra sir and his team, and student friends for this Mega GPU Computing Codeathon, which is scheduled from 10th June to 19th June 2022. At VIT AP, we have more than 80 clubs, including both technical and non-technical, actually participating in all student activities. We are conducting more activities like seminars, workshops, technical talks, hackathons, codeathons, macathons, ideathons in all these technical and the various non-technical activities, in the clubs. So this graphics processing user group club is one among the club which actually aims to make every student familiar with the exploration of the GPU that plays a gigantic role in the various domains such as parallel computing, machine learning, deep learning, gaming, augmented reality, virtual reality, etc. that the world runs on. We usually help students to explore and gain interest in GPU technology and its significance in the different domains by contacting leading companies in this field and conducting various events in the workshops. So in this way, we take all the students to participate and get more experience in this GPU technology, and we help them to fetch more jobs related to this field. So this is the idea of this GPU club. So as an activity, so today they are planning for 10 days of national level mega GPU a computing codeathon is really a very good event because it is a complete 10 days of activity where 3 days is completely training, and you'll have some digital certificates upon from the trainings, and you'll have the codeathon for the last from 3 days, and you have an interview for the rest of the last 2 days. So I hope all the participants will have a fruitful training period for this another 10 days, and I will learn experience more from this Codeathon. So I wish you all the very best for this Codeathon, and once again I welcome one and all here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I would like to request today's chief guest, Mr. Jigar Hilani sir, to address the audience.
Can you hear me, Nilesh?
Yes, I can
Awesome.
hear.
Great. Good morning, everyone. It's been indeed pleasure. I first would like to thank Dr. Sudha, Dr. Nilesh, the rest of the staff of VIT and students. I mean, I know it's a working day for me, but trust me, this is one thing that I will love to do it as NVIDIA, right? You guys are the one who are the future for our the IT world, and learning a parallel computing based stuff is something that is a paramount need of industry today, right? Everything is parallel. Your phones, which has now octa-core to 12-core to 16-core processors, to the servers that you logged into either your colleges or when you will get placed out to your companies or into the cloud are all parallel, right? And the world is noticing that every task that we are trying to do is getting paralyzed, right? Be it car simulation to car design to plane design to landing systems of a ship or a train or a bus, to even a diaper creation, which is a physics model which gets simulated, right? To a biscuit that you eat, and the size and shape that it needs to get into it, and perfect size every time gets cut out in a factory, to the inspection that takes place as a QA testing, whether the packaging has been done properly or not, right? All these things, whether the chair and table that you sit, that gets simulated, right? Digital twins, right? The AI world, everything is parallel computing at the end, right? And they get built on these fundamentals, which is C, C++, Python, right? And this hackathon or this codeathon is where I see you will have the first stepping stone learned extremely well. My belief is most of the tier one companies, how I define it is in the EDA world, where you go for the interview, minimum one round will be of this subject, which you will undergo. Now, the good news is the way Dr. Nilesh has designed this structure, and he was debating with me for about 2 months back, about this program, and I was so stunned that he understands how the industry is exactly demanding the skills and how they get evaluated as well. It's like I am a prof and my kid is going for the exams, right? I exactly know how the marking system works when the prof does the evaluation process, and I'm teaching my kid, you know what? Don't make such sillies, because that's where you will lose the marks, right? As a parents also we do this. I think exactly how he has thought through how industries are demanding it. Interviews are not just to make you prep on what well you have done, on how much you have done by yourself, but it is also a testimonial whereby when you will go for your actual interviews, this is how the interviews are going to take place. They are going to be purely technical to know whether you have done only Google searching or you have actually understood the concept, right? And I think this 4 or 5 days of program, or 7 or 8 days of program that Dr. Nilesh has designed it, that includes the DLIs, which are world recognized certification program, followed by codes that you do and the interview process that you undergo, is to me is a milestone to be achieved in your career path, right? In the beginners, as a beginners, and this will really help you scale up your stuff. My only submission would be, before I give back the bucket to Nilesh, is go deep. Go deep in the subject. Don't do the surface work that, hey, I was able to successfully run the code. Why? How? What is the impact? How much is the memory utilization? How much is the CPU utilization? How much is the GPU utilization? Can I profile the code? Can I get to understand where is the code taking more time? Can I parallelize that particular task? If I can't parallelize, what is the alternate solution? And if it is not, how much is that I can reduce the IO operations, the memory operations, right? Or the way the code has been written as an algorithm. Can I put another algorithm? Try find these questions. You may take time and it's fine, right? 10 days stretching is like going for your exams, right? When you're in a final semester, final exam, you want to give last 10 days the most important to study, right? Something like board exams. Let me compare it with that, right? You want to give your best. Give this 10 days, 8 days, your best to go deeper into the subject, right? Try and understand why. Why part is extremely important and followed by how, right? And how is where you need to put the logic. I don't want you to just follow the Google or the instruction which comes from the mentors, right? Try and understand if you can also think of it something out of the box and try to put those theories into the practical aspect of it. That to me will be the testimony that you will try and achieve in your career path as well. Every time in the companies, you will get challenged, right? And not all answers are there on Google. It's not. They would have been there, these companies would have not existed, right? These companies are making a product which are world class, designed first time, or giving a very different experience that the world has not seen it, right? And that is what is will be expected from you when you will join these companies. So go deeper into the subject, and the algorithms and the paths that you are defining it across, right? Learn harder. Second thing I wanted to say, right? Just don't learn it because you have got selected, right? I think Nilesh put some statistics. To me, when you will go for bigger platforms, the statistics are going to look very different. There'll be lakhs of people, and you will be selected as thousands of them, right? It's exactly like selections into VITs that takes place. Lakhs of students applies for it. Only 400, 500 student gets the admission, right? Something exactly similar. So go deeper into the subject. And when you go back home, go back with learnings and steps that are yet to be finished. The world has not ended with this 10 days or 8 days of exercise that you're doing, right? Go back with the parameters that you think you need to further go deeper, or you need to do more hands-on so that you get to learn that particular subject so well. And that to me will be the determination factor for you to get selected in the next company, right? Because you will build one technology as your subject to be selected in your companies that you will work for, right? In a very simplistic learn, once you become a testing specialist with SQL or one more skill, that by and large becomes your career path, right? Something like you do deep learning, and if you have learned, let's say, reinforcement learning, by and large that becomes your career path that you take as a forward step, right? Or a domain that you have worked for it, something exactly similar. So go deeper into the subject and then take back some learnings and steps from the mentors. Hey, when I go back next 2 months, what do you want me to do exploratory extra? And that's where you will see mentors giving you more guidance and feedback what you should go back and learn. And that to me will be your career defining parameters that you will aim for, and then your selection will become very choosy. You would like to go to some companies which are working in this direction, or a startup which has tried to crack areas in this particular segment, and that's where you will determine your career path, which will be flying and not running, right? So do take these learnings, ask mentors questions. What more I could learn when I go back home? What are the more advanced topics within this particular subject that you think I should be exploring it, right? And you get stuck anywhere, feel free to ping me. I'll make sure my team is aligned. They spend at least half an hour quality time with you or with your team to guide you further. These topic is something that we play around day in, day out. We all get salary because of this. Let me put it in other words, very simplistic word, so that you all understand it, right? And I'll be very happy to have my teams talk to you for 30 minutes, where they can give you guidance on what is that his industry is demanding it, right? I have given this green signal to Nilesh. Nilesh knows that NVIDIA has a lot of love and care for VIT. We love the way you guys penetrate the market and students and their mind share on adoption of technologies on GPU. So we would love to have this curated set of people who have got selected from so many number of people to get guided further, and thereby when you come to the industry, you are ready with GPUs, you are ready with technology that the market is looking for. So I wish you all the very best. Do utmost care of these 10 days. Stay safe, but ensure that you're learning harder, right? You are in a secure zone. You have a laptop, you're well connected. No need to go anywhere else, but learn hard, right? And take learnings, very important. Thank you so much, Nilesh, for inviting. Thank you, Dr. Sudha and the team. It has been indeed pleasure talking to you guys always, and look forward to see the results, how it pans across. All the best.
Sure. Sure.
Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
so much. Yeah, please, ma'am.
And at this point, I want to sincerely appreciate Dr. Nilesh Chandra sir and his team for their sincere planning and dedicated hard work shown in this event, sir. So they did very well. Planning is very good and successfully they are conducting now. So successful, like we can say it is successful. So yeah,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So I
Thank you
hope
so
all the
much.
participants will have a fruitful 10 days of training with Nilesh Chandra and his team. Thank you, sir, once again for your valuable suggestions to all the participants here, because we have students from our university as well as from the other institute. So thank you very much for your presence here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. It is pleasure.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sudha, ma'am. Also, Mr. Hilani, sir, for your valuable time and words of wisdom. I'm sure when participants heard you, they'll get encouragement to participate and they'll definitely work for the winning the title. So thank you so much again, Mr. Jigar Hilani, sir. Thank you. Now,
Thank you.
uh, we will have 5 minutes break here and we will join again and we will start with the presentation, the guidelines and rules about this codeathon. So we'll take 5 minutes break here and we'll join after that. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
See you all. Thanks. Bye.
One more thing, all the participants, please make a note that there are only 56 attendees are there in this meeting. We have total number of 109 participants, but out of which only as of now 55 or 50 plus participants are there. So make sure those who are team leads at least ask your team members to join this meeting as at the earliest, because in the upcoming session I'll be explaining all the rules and guidelines that you have to follow, and what is the evaluation criteria for this codeathon also that I'll explain. And it's very important to attend all the sessions. We have only sessions for first few 3 to 4 days, and after that we don't have any whole day sessions, so we'll be having only a couple of sessions. So at least during the training time it is expected that all the participants from all the teams are supposed to attend. It is not like that only one member from your team is attending and rest of the team members are not attending. So we are going to have note down your attendance also, and for attending all the sessions also there is some weightage given in your final evaluation, right? So it is possible that your team is going to perform very well in throughout the coding round, but unfortunately let's say you have not attended all the training sessions, then it may reflect in your final score. So make sure to attend all the sessions. It is mandatory for the all team members to attend the sessions. Okay. Some participants are having confusion about whether to attend Python sessions or whether to attend C++ session, right? I'll clarify all your doubts in the next presentation. So meanwhile, you just ensure that your entire team is attending the session. So we will rejoin this session at 10:30 sharp. Okay, we'll have 5 minutes break here and we'll join at 10:30.